Hey, 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 hey. This is HQ. HQ is out here about to walk this track. Oh, try to get me in 1,000 steps before the day starts, right? This is just some thoughts, you know. I remember, or you guys remember, I was talking about um what I had to do. We were doing to save money and do that kind of thing, right? So let you guys know right off the bat. Let you guys know what did I do? I was able to get them to reduce the payments, credit card payments, reduce those. So I had to make a budget. So I'm making a budget every month of food, right? And I'm gonna keep it, low enough where we're gonna be eating fruits and vegetables and that kind of thing during the day, oatmeal, whatever, juices. That way, we only have one meal, like a dinner, right? We're gonna figure it out because food is adjustable. You never know about food. Food is always weird. It's always adjustable. So you always can make different amount. You can always spend different amounts when it comes to food. So that's something that you got to change. It could be flexible. Everybody got to eat. That's the one thing we do know. Everybody has to eat. So that's something that it never be able to. That's an expense that never goes away, and every other thing go away, right? So other than that, I'm good. And what else? Um, car note, I'm straight. Car note, Jeep note. That's not that much because I uh paid off a car, and then I took the money that I paid off because I paid it off in a year, and I took the money and then uh what I do, I put it down on the Jeep, put the money down on the Jeep. So the Jeep note is roughly 470 a month, which ain't bad. I mean, that's not bad at all. So I'm good there. The insurance I told y'all about $160 a month, all the way to 160. I was like, oh hell no, that's good as hell. So I just been trying to save and do all that thing. I just can't get into that Aldi. I always forget to go to Aldi's. I I can't. It ain't normal for me to go. Oh, cause I don't even go shopping. You know, I'm just trying to figure out, is it better for me to do the Hello Fresh for 1, 2 people? Because if I do it for 2 people, it may cost me $100 a week. 2 people will get me. Then I'll be having too much food if I do it for 2 people. So if I do it for 1 people, is it like one person? Is it like $70 a week, $60 a week for 5 meals? You know, will I be able to do it that way? I don't know. All these things are questions about money, questions about how you can save them. That list of what the hell are they called? That list of those little small things, man. Once you look at that list, you be like, damn, I got paid for that. Shit. Cause I had to look at it. I was like, there's Canva on there, the door ring, the ring bell for the ring on my door, Netflix, some AI shit, uh, life insurance. Uh, it was just a whole bunch of little random things, and that shit added up to like $300. I said, damn. Damn. Right? I said, damn. So this shit is random fucking bills. With it being random fucking bills, you'll end up having to pay a couple $100 out. And that's wild. Couple $100 out. Yeah, these people hitting the dome. Some of these people hitting the trail here. So I was like, man, you're gonna end up paying a couple $100. So a lot of people just gotta figure out how they gonna put money away and put money aside. And there's a lot of people make a certain amount of money per week. If a motherfucker tell me he make $8,000 a week, I know you lying. Cause that's some bullshit, right? And that's another reason why I said, hey, when we fire up a live stream, people do a live stream, you gotta at least make the live stream worth your time and your effort. You know, I say, hey, I could do 4 live streams or I could do 4 shows. A lot of my content is gonna start to be record first, and then upload. You know, because recording and then upload is way better than to have a live stream. And I know, motherfuckers ain't gonna pay no money. There's no reason to get on the live and you come to somebody's live and you don't put $2 in the bucket. And $2 in the bucket don't hurt nobody. $2 in the bucket, everybody's broke. But you shouldn't expect people to do content and not put no money up. I always, when I go to somebody's live stream, I put $2, $4, whatever. I do that off the bat. I don't even make it my business to try to argue about that because I know they doing content. I always, if I'm in your chat, I done put some money up to see your content, $2, $4, whatever. And I expect and hope that I get the same respect that every other content creator gets. When you come to the live, I expect $2, $4, whatever for the content, for you coming to my live just to be on my live. Okay. If you hit the panel, if you come and hit the panel, you got to come and support. You can't just come and hit the panel. You got to come up there to support. If you're coming up there to support, you know, and it's just a way to be supportive of the channel. That's all it is, right? I do it. I expect other people to do it. Some people go here, and some people are broke. Some people are poor. I get all that, but every once in a while, you got to put up some money. Okay. Every once in a while. Man, I hate when people get near me and start playing loud music. But anyway, this is what we doing. This is how we trying to do what we do, and make a little money if we can. You know, we had to. I introduced the new link or introduced the new channel, right? Oh man, I can't stop yawning because I'm sitting here. I had to stop sitting here. You know, but this was a live that I just fired up simply because I wanted to speak to people and say, hey, we gotta do what we gotta do in this world. And all of us are trying to do what we gotta do. We ain't trying to be nothing other than what we are. We just out here on our random thought, random things that we doing. Trying to make money, trying to make content, trying to be good human beings. So I'm gonna have a lot more reaction videos, which is what I had in the beginning, right? Because I was just making a video, wasn't paying attention to getting paid or randomly doing anything, just was up there. So we gonna try to do that. And keep it down to the shows. So the ladies night, women don't want to come up on the panel. Okay, so if women don't want to come up on the panel, I can't make them come on the panel. Okay, since they don't want to come on the panel, ain't no sense in having that type panel. So I wish we could have had the ladies night. So we're gonna have random topics. We're gonna have 4 days a week, and we're gonna have random topics. Then we're gonna have uploads for the other stuff, right? Because I like doing the what is it? The can he have a cup of coffee? The letters to my marriage, and yeah, and the second show. I can't remember. It was like 4 shows that I do on Sunday. That's like the pop up ratchet show. Yeah, the pop up ratchet show. I like the pop up ratchet show on Sunday. Then it's can we have a cup of coffee? Then it's letters to my husband or letters to my marriage. And then Tuesday I was gonna keep or Wednesday I was gonna keep it as ladies night, but when ladies didn't want the ladies night. Ladies didn't want to do that, or they don't want to show up on the panel. Ain't no point in having a panel if you don't want to show up. But so yesterday I uplifted. I was just uplifting uh some random. No, it was it was politics. TPS. You know, where we just went into a whole nother discussion about TPS because people be in their feelings about immigration. Lord have mercy. They worried about people that ain't never gonna touch their lives. They worried about somebody having more than you. You worried about what they having and what you ain't getting. You ain't getting no more. You wouldn't be getting no more. You wouldn't be getting no more or no less than them. And they not disenfranchising nobody because they contributing to the community just like everybody else. They just illegal. But besides, I don't care about all that. I care about the laws that we have in the country and the things we have to do in order to stay a country. We are under social contract with each other to abide by that constitution. And we can't disavow, we can't just throw the constitution out because we feel like, oh no, they came in here illegally. They got to get out illegally. That's not how that works. I don't care who's in here, who's not here. That's not my focus. My focus is the people who are here. They have to be terminated. They have to be put out legally. And TPS is the status that they have, temporary protection, uh, for them to be here. And Trump just suspended that, and that's been a lot of people. You just don't up and let people get out. Just throw people out. They have to have a process to do that. I believe in the process. Not that I don't believe in immigration or getting rid of people or doing all of that. I the discussion just went down a rabbit hole that don't make sense. We were this we were supposed to be discussing due process and throwing those people out. Here we got into a conversation about immigration. I don't care about the immigration. Never did, because nobody cares about the immigration. Nobody is throwing nobody out. uh, they pulling. Trump is just gonna pull all the white people that he can in, and then all y'all black folk just fall down the rabbit hole. Oh yeah, yeah, Trump, yeah, you gonna get rid of them brown people? Yeah, yeah. Them brown people ain't got nothing to do with y'all, and ain't hurting y'all one bit. Y'all worry about them. Worry about your goddamn self. Stop worrying about them immigrants. Worry about the fact that he trying to erase our blackness. Y'all, wow. No, them immigrants is gonna change the whole country. You ain't even gonna be here in fucking 50 years, for 60 years. Why you worry about what the hell is gonna be in 50, 60 years? Ain't nobody worry about that. That don't even make no sense. Worry about today. Worry about what's going on today. Worry about the laws and the Constitution that's being upended today. Worry about that. in the time in which you're in here. Worry about them trying to take away black museums, black statues, the history of our people. Worry about that today. Stop worrying about them immigrants. Y'all wild. I ain't worried about them immigrants. I said that on the panel. I ain't worried about them. I don't care about them. I care about what's going on today. I ain't worried about what's gonna happen in the future. Oh, you turn, y'all gonna be polluted. It's gonna be mulatto people here. I don't give a fuck whether they mulatto or not. Oh well, you worry about they gotta come here. Their standard of living is lower than ours, and they just gonna bring their low standard here. I don't get what. Don't you think we know how to uphold our own standard? Don't you think we can hold the line when it comes to standards? Come on, y'all. We talking about somebody suspending the Constitution. We talking about a president who wants to be above the law. Y'all don't get it. You wouldn't be arguing about immigration when that's the least of the fucking problems. That's the least of our problem. Our problem is that we got a president that's trying to put laws in place that permanently erase black folk, and y'all just allowing it. You talking about immigration when we worried about DEI, immigration? Come on, y'all. And he try to erase habeas corpus in the the Constitution. What I'm worried about immigration for? Anyway, just wild. My position is, if they come here, they're illegal here. I don't care. Who cares? But when they get out of here, when they gotta go out the door, and you want them to go out the door, they gotta go out in a legal process. So we're not deporting any old body. Because if they suspend habeas corpus and they decide they're gonna run over due process, what makes you think you won't be the next person that they kick out the door and you're a black American? Like you said, people get their rights violated every day. Yeah, not on a grand scale, not like this, not like deporting American citizens to a damn prison in a foreign country, El Salvador, not like this. Now that's a slippery slope. But it is what it is, guys. I got here and I gotta go do my damn walking early in the morning. We're gonna do what we gotta do and make it happen. This is the Random Stream. HQ. Ooh, it's too early in the morning for this kind of shit. It's too early in the morning. I will talk to y'all later on this evening.